Hello everyone, welcome back to Python Programming series. This is Module 1, Part 5 video. This Python programming is there in VTU in first semester. Before starting, if you are new to my channel, then subscribe to it for more videos related to VTU. And I have explained the VTU syllabus according to the textbook along with the examples given in the textbook. Let us start with the topics covered in this video. In this video, I will explain you the function with arguments and function with return values. This is the topics I will explain you in this video. And in part 1, 2, 3, 4, I have explained the way of the program, variables, expressions and statements, iteration, all the iterations and loops, everything I have covered in the part 1 to 4 videos. Please check out those before watching this video. Because if you understand the basics first, then you will be easily understand the next concepts in the module. Let us start with the first concept, which is function with arguments. Here most functions in Python require inputs to work. Here we need some input to work. And these inputs are called arguments. The inputs are called as arguments. Arguments allow functions to be generalized, so they can operate on different data, which means here the arguments allow the functions to be generalized so that it can operate on the different data. Here in the example, we have taken the absolute function. The absolute function computes the absolute value of a number. Let us see, I have taken absolute function. Inside that I have taken 5 and here minus 5. It will give the output as 5 only. Let us see. Here 5 and minus 5 are the arguments passed to the absolute function. These two, minus 5 and 5, are called as arguments because these will work as a input. These inputs are called as arguments. And the function returns the numbers without its sign. Without the sign, it will return that value. And the second thing is function with multiple arguments. Here, using the same function with different and multiple arguments. Let us see. For example, power function. The power function calculates the power of number. It takes two arguments, base and exponent. Here, in the example, here it will calculate the power 2 and 3. This is 2 is a base and 3 is a exponent. It will calculate the 2 power 3 and give the output as 8. And let us see one more example. Power 7 comma 4. It will calculate the power which the base is 7 and 4 is the exponent. It will calculate the 7 power 4 and give the output as 2401. And in this example, we have used two arguments, which is 2 and 3. These two are the arguments. According to the given input or arguments, it will operate. Let us see functions with variable number of arguments. Some functions can take any number of arguments. Because I have taken one argument, two argument in before examples. Let us see how it works if I take multiple number of arguments. Here, for example, maximum function. The maximum function returns the largest value among the arguments. If I take two arguments, it will take the maximum. It will return the maximum value, the largest value in given. And if I take 4 to 5 numbers, in this it will return the maximum value, the largest value. Likewise, I can take the multiple arguments here. Got it? And in the example, maximum of 7 and 11, it will return 11 because 11 is the larger value. And maximum of 4, 1, 17, 2 and 12, it will return the value as 17. And maximum of 3 into 11, it will calculate it and give. It doesn't give as it is. And 5 exponent 3. Here we have taken exponent. We can do any operation inside that function. And 512 minus 9, 1024 into 2. Exponent 2. And it will calculate the result and give the largest value among that. Got it? Here 503 is the largest value because 11 into 3 it will give 33. 5 exponent 3 it will give 125. 512 minus 9 it will give 503. And 1024 exponent 0 it will give 1. Here the largest is 503. That's why it will return the 503 value. Here the arguments can be values or expressions. Here you can see values. I have taken the values and it will return the largest value inside that. And it can be expression. In this example I have taken the expression. Yes, 3 into 11, 5 exponent 3, 512 minus 9 and 1024 exponent 0. These are all the expressions I have taken. We can take the values or expressions, anything. And the function evaluates all the arguments and returns the maximum. It will evaluate all the given arguments and it will return the maximum of those numbers. Got it? Let us see some key points in this. Arguments provide data for function to work. Here the arguments provide some data for function to work. It will do some work according to the arguments. And functions can have one argument or multiple arguments. In starting I have taken only one argument. Here I have taken 2. Here 5. Because which means I can take one argument or multiple arguments. And some functions like max can accept any number of arguments. And we have some functions like max which will find the maximum among those given arguments. It can accept any number of arguments, which means it can accept the multiple arguments. And arguments can be numbers, strings or even expressions. In this example I have taken arguments as numbers and here it is expression and I can take the strings as well. And the second concept in this video is functions that return the values, which is called as fruitful function. What are they? Let us see. Functions that produce a result or value when called are called fruitful functions, which means the function that produces a result or a value. It is called as fruitful function. For example, here absolute, maximum, power. These returns a value we can use. Got it? These are all the examples for fruitful functions. Using the return value, you can store it in a variable or use it in a expression. Let us see how you can store the functions in a variable. For example, in previous examples, I have taken max of some numbers, but here I have assigned that function to a variable. Biggest is equal to max of 3725. Got it? I have assigned this function to the variable. Store in this variable. We can easily store in this variable. And x is equal to absolute of 3 minus 11 plus 10. This is the expression I have stored in the variable name x. Let us see how the fruitful functions are differ from void functions. Void functions do something useful but don't return any value. The void function means it doesn't return any value. Like draw a square in turtle graphics. It will just draw the square, but it won't give any result or it doesn't generate any value. It doesn't return any value. Got it? Python always returns something, but here in Python it always returns something. So if a void function doesn't return anything, it returns none, which means the void function don't return a value. Let us see how to create your own fruitful function using return statement to send a value back to the caller, which means the return statement in Python sends a value from the function back to the caller. Let us see an example which is compound interest function. Here define final amount. Here PRNT. This is a compute final amount using compound interest formula. These are all the components included in the compound interest formula. Let us see the formula, that is A is equal to P into 1 plus R divided by N whole power N into T. This is the formula to find the compound interest. And in first line, it will define a function named final amount with parameters P is a principal, R is a rate, N is a compounds per year, and T is a years. And it is the formula to calculate the compound interest formula. And here it will return A, send the calculated value back to the where the function was called. To invest is equal to float input, how much do you want to invest. Here asking the user for the amount and convert the type into float. Convert the type texted into float, and final is equal to final amount to invest 0.08, 12 and 5. Here it calls the function with 8%. 0.08 means 8% interest, and compounded monthly it is 12. For 5 years, this is for 5 years. It will store the result in final. And finally, print at the end of the period, you will have final. It will print the output as at the end of the period, you will have the final result it will print. For example, if the user type 10,000, the program will print about 14,898.46 for 5 years. For final amount after 5 years. This is how you have to code to find the compound interest using function. Let us see one more example here. Define final amount V2, principal amount which is P, and nominal percentage rate, it is rate, and number of times per year, years. Here we have taken P, R, N and T, and written principal amount into 1 plus nominal percentage rate divided by number of times per year, exponent or power, number of times per year into years. This is the formula to find out the compound interest, and it will find the compound interest based on the given inputs. Let us see one more. And here in V2, it is used descriptive variable names. We have used descriptive variable names. In V3, we have used shorter names. You can see here, you can observe, we have used shorter names with the same formula. Formula doesn't change. For example, define final amount V3, amount, rate, compounded and years. We have taken shorter variable names. Return amount into 1 plus rate divided by compound, whole power of compound into years. The formula is same, and it will calculate the compound interest based on the given input. And we have one more thing here, V4, which is same as V3 but simplified, and we have used no extra steps here. Let us see. Define final amount V4, amount, rate same as V3, compounded and years. Here no need for extra variables. Just take return amount into 1 plus rate divided by compounded, exponent compounded into years. It will also calculate the compound interest based on the given inputs. This is all about part 5 in module 1. Here we complete the module 1, and we have covered all part 1, 2, 3 and 4 in previous videos. Please check out those. And if you are a BTech student, then subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.